Hey guys, this is gonna be the next part of my Left 4 Dead fanfiction reading. This is Left 4 Dead 2 now. Special guest decides she wants to put her ears in the camera, so I'm sorry that you have to see that. This next point of view is Rochelle's, so let's get to it. Sorry, I just woke up and my voice isn't working quite yet. When I walked into work Tuesday, my boss came over to me. Rochelle, we have another update for you to film. Are you ready? I nod, following the guy over to the table with Michael and taking my seat next to him. I rubbed my eyes, hoping Samantha would leave sooner rather than later. Oh my god, you already know she's got like a week left. So why can't you just be patient? Alright, take a look at the notes. I'll let you know when we're ready. I nod, skimming the short article about the project from last year. I then look up at the camera, ready to start. The camera starts rolling and I smile. Good morning, America. I'm Rochelle Anderson, and I'm Michael Phillips. And I have the latest update on the hormonal injections being put into our cattle. As of lately, people have been becoming sick due to the injections, and the experiment has been stopped. People speculate that it is from the animals, believing them to not be able to carry the fluid, therefore rejecting the fluid, creating a form of its own, which is then extracted and turned into beef. My neighbor has such a massive pedo van. Like, every time I see it, I kind of like have to question myself, like, wait, who is that? The military will be improving the fluid, testing it again in a short time. As of right now, there is still contaminated beef on the market. It will be recalled immediately, and if it hasn't, then keep an eye out for the CETA approved sticker. It's a bright yellow circular sticker that will declare the beef and other products to be clean to eat, not containing any of the contamination from the experiment. We'll keep you updated with the latest bits of what's going on with the foods you consume, but to get daily updates, go to www.cetaprojects.com to read more on it. I don't think that's a real place. https www.cetaprojects.com. I think that's what it was. Yeah. I don't know why I have two new tabs open. I'm looking up what it is. It's like calling somebody's phone number from like a movie or a book. I think that's why they use fake numbers in movies. Oh. This site can't be reached. Check if there's a typo. No, because CETA was capitalized. Okay, so it's not a real site. I didn't think it was. I just thought it'd be pretty funny if something actually came up. Michael smiles and begins delivering his part. I was happy to be next to him. He was a well-known reporter, so my face would be out there more. Especially if Samantha left sooner. We took our commercial break. Oh my god, Rochelle, you are so quick to get her out of here. And I went to the bathroom and texted Jacob. He was probably still asleep, but I couldn't blame him. It was early. I like being able to go home at noon. It gave me the rest of the day to spend time with him, and my work was done by the time he woke up. He actually responded, asking if I'd be home soon then. I don't know, but I'll let you know when I'm on my way. I love you. Love you too. We did the rest of the stories for the morning, and the editor eventually finishes them and publishes them. I went home and Jacob was in the room watching YouTube. Hey, I'm home. So, fun fact, actually, and I'm sure this happens all the time, I'm not special or anything, but I used to get up early and watch the news with my grandpa, and it would be like so early that it would be the live reporters, it wasn't just the reruns. So, I got to hear people like make mistakes. There was one guy, he made a really funny, he mispronounced something and it was really funny, but I don't remember what it was anymore, but I got to see that, and then when they replayed it, obviously it was fixed, so, it was fun. I climbed into the bed with him, snuggling against him, and he rolled over. Cool. I stood up. Jacob, is everything okay? Yeah, just wishing we could have had a kid for me to take care of while you're gone all morning. Dang, like you even would. My dude, you sleep all day. What the heck? Ouch. What exactly do you mean by that? He rolls over, sitting up and facing me. What do you think it means? I want a kid, bro. Why can't you get that through your thick skull? Jacob, I want a kid too. You know this. I didn't know what else to say. I was upset. I thought we were going to try again when we were ready. Well, I am ready. I am too, I said quietly. Jacob, I just don't want to miscarry again. He sighs, looking at the blankets. I'm sorry, I get it. But he doesn't. He's a jerk. He's like right up there with Francis. I want to punch them both. Although I feel like Francis is a little bit more tame. He's just like an asshole about it, while Jacob is actually just like a disgusting human being. Francis really is no better though. But I forced a smile, wiping the tears that had gathered in my eyes. It's okay, I forgive you. I know I shouldn't have, but there's nothing else I could do. Wait, the math isn't mathing. A few weeks later, I found out I was pregnant. Maybe this time would be it. Maybe this one would make it. I walked out of the bathroom and Jacob was in the kitchen. Jacob, he turned to me looking bored. I showed him the pregnancy test. I showed him the pregnancy test and his face lit up. Baby, this is awesome. Maybe you'll make it full term this time. Okay, we don't need to bring that part up. We could just be like, oh my god, this is great. Not, maybe you'll finally do it. That's not cool. Like, she told you how hard it has been on her, and you're like, oh, well, maybe you'll finally fulfill what a woman's use is. That's awful. I smile awkwardly. Hopefully. I'm so excited. I am too, trust me. He opened his phone and texted someone, maybe his parents. We didn't talk to our old friend Kendall anymore, but I wish we did. I could probably look her up on Facebook or possibly even MySpace, though many people moved over to Facebook. I went to the living room, sitting on the couch and pulling out my phone. I might as well look her up. Jacob was busy in the kitchen texting someone, but I didn't know who. Okay, so I don't remember if Jacob actually was cheating on her or not, because it wasn't like anything discussed. So if he is cheating on her, it just happened. I went to the, oh wait, I already did that. I found a few results, messaging the one that looked like Kendall, hoping she remembered me. Surprisingly, the girl answered quickly, telling me she was excited that I reached out and suggested we meet up soon. I would love to, I texted, smiling to myself. It had been a long time since we'd last seen each other. Jacob didn't like me hanging out with her, but they got along, so I didn't understand. So back in like middle school was when Rochelle met Kendall and Jacob, and they were all friends. And then he was kind of like jealous of Kendall because she got attention from Rochelle sometimes. So he was like, actually, I don't really like her. I don't think you should hang out with her because yeah, she does stuff that you shouldn't be into. And in all reality, he was literally just jealous. Like, there's nothing wrong with Kendall. She's an amazing woman. She doesn't even exist. Special visitor. She always has to be up my butt. I love her, though. We agreed to meet up at a local cafe at noon tomorrow, and I was looking forward to it. Jacob seemed distant lately, so I figured I should talk to him. I don't know, that like, the progression of that sentence doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but we'll roll with it. Jacob, I called, going back into the kitchen. He still stood near the sink, playing on his phone. Is everything okay? He didn't seem all that excited to find out I was pregnant again. No, I am, he says, turning to me quickly. See, baby, I was just wondering what we should name it. So, like, was he looking up names? And, like, flipped his phone, like, look, this is what I was doing? Or was he, like, actually texting somebody? Because, like, when I say, see, that could mean a whole bunch of things. It could be like, see, this is what I meant. Or, see, that's what's going on. Or, you see. So, you see, like, Darman uses it. There's a whole bunch of different ways to say, like, you see or see. So, how exactly did he mean that? Like, or was it like, see, I was just looking up names, not anything else. But there's so many different ways that it could have been used. Also, I low-key hate how people call babies it, but I do it too. Like, when you don't know the gender, it's just it. What should we name it? It's like how I asked people to name my cat. What should I name it? No, I think I call her, because she is. She's a her. She's not though. She's sleeping. If it's a girl, my heart is settled on Anne Marie. You know that. I don't have any boy names picked out, but we will figure something out. So even if it's a girl, only you can name it? Jacob snaps. Why was he in such a bad mood? Literally, though. Like, you're like, oh, I was just thinking about what we could name it. And she's like, well, I want to name it Anne-Marie. Like, I mean, obviously, when you have a baby, it's not like you are going to just go with the name you first gave. Or, like, picked out. But it's like, that's kind of like what she wants to do. And it's like, you're not exactly offering any girl names. So let her name the baby what she wants to name the baby if it's a girl. Like, are you going to fall apart, Jacob? Yeah, you are, but that's a you problem. No? Well, I guess. You and I already agreed on this. Why are you trying to fight me over it? Because Anne-Marie is such a dumb name, he yells, and I flinch. Gosh, you're so controlling, Rochelle. You always want it your way. You're selfish and don't put anyone else first. Oh my god. It sounds like somebody's projecting. Jacob, tears come to my eyes. I'm sorry, it's just a name. Who knows if the baby will even make it? You know what? I've been thinking that I hope it don't. I don't think you'd be a good mom. You'd be cruel to that poor thing. I don't know why I'm still with you. You're so abusive. You manipulate me into feeling bad. And look, there you go again. You're crying. You want attention. And whenever someone tells you the truth, you start crying. He was right. I was crying. But I wasn't mean, was I? Maybe not being a mom would be the best. I didn't even know what to say. That is so heartbreaking. Like, it really does sound like somebody here is projecting, because, like, what the heck? You have been with her literally since middle school, so basically you kind of got to watch her turn into an adult and, like, make her own life as an adult and whatnot. And you're over here telling her that she's everything like what you are. Like, you're abusive, you're controlling, you're mean, you're manipulative, and that's literally everything you are. Like, you're telling her these awful things and they're nowhere near true. And then you blame her for crying because she knows it's not true, and it hurts to have someone belittle you and tell you everything that you're not. When I catch you, Jacob. When I catch you, Jacob. Baby. Jake, we don't have to name it Anne-Marie. Besides, we don't even know if it's a girl. Why are you getting so worked up over it? Because you're like this all the fucking time. I'm sick of it. I put up with you and your shit because nobody else will ever fucking want you. Sorry, I have to really get into this. What about you? I asked, getting angry. You're not exactly a ray of sunshine either. Oh, no. Shut the fuck up. He growls, glaring at me. Oh, butthole off the camera, you weirdo. I hope nobody enjoys seeing cat buttholes because I didn't catch it in time. If they do, let me know, because I'm gonna make money off of her. Might as well. No, you can't tell me about what a piece of shit I am and think you're some kind of saint. Jacob, you're an awful person. You know how many people tell me how I deserve better? Oh yeah? Who's telling you lies like that? None of your business. He was close to me in seconds, grabbing my shoulders and shaking me. Who the fuck said that? Oh, you said that? I said it. It was me. It was me. Who the fuck said that? Yeah, I know. You're trying to get into my arms, and I'll just pick you up. Okay, he said that already. I'm not telling you. I glare at him and he slaps me. You're a stupid bitch. That's why you're basically a janitor at that dumb news station. Nobody actually cares about you. They're thinking the same thing I'm telling you. Jacob, you look dumb. I glare at him. You're just mad because I told you what I wanted to name our daughter. You're overreacting. No, I'm not. You're just a bitch who needs to be put in her place. I'm going out. I'll be home later. He grabbed his keys and left. I stared after him, tears in my eyes as he left. I should probably change that to went, because that's like repetition, kind of. Would he actually come back? Why do I tolerate it? Why do I tolerate his shit? I need to leave, but I can't. I call Louis and he answers quickly. Hey, Rochelle, is everything okay? No, Louis. I bite my lip, trying to calm down so he can understand me rather than sobbing and sputtering my story. I can't relate. When I'm sad, I cry. I call people and sob like a child. It's Jacob. He told me that I was selfish and he said so many awful things about me. I can't stand him. Oh, Rochelle. He sighs, and I know he's disappointed. I'm sorry. I'll kill him if you want. Louis, I laugh. That's not going to fix things. Sure it could. He'd be dead, you'd be free, and then I wouldn't work at Franklin Brothers anymore. Actually, that's really funny. That's really funny. Actually, it would work out though. If you really think about it. I shake my head. He's a goof. Louis, no. I'm pregnant. It's his. I can't just run. Well, if your kid knew what a dickhead he was, they wouldn't want anything to do with him either. I know. I guess you're right. I sigh, looking around the empty house. It's awkward. Everywhere I go, when I'm with him, when I'm without him, he's just become a part of me. We'll evict him or something. Where is he now? He left. After you fought? Yeah. Rochelle, Louis blows out a breath and says, he's not just out. He's got to be seeing someone else. Why do you say that? You don't ever leave. You don't leave after a fight. Not the way he did. Rochelle, you got to get out of there. But it's my house. Then kick him out. I can't. Suddenly Jacob came in. Who are you talking to? He yells, storming over and snatching my phone, hanging up after looking at the ID. Louis? My brother Jacob. Tears came to my eyes again. I was getting frustrated. Why are you like this? Like what? Why are you so controlling? You're the controlling one, bitch. He punched me and I fell to the ground. I closed my eyes, wishing he would just go away. What did I get myself into? Good question, because, like, what kind of middle schooler knows that they're going to be a manipulative narcissist when they grow up? I mean, I guess some do, but I guess they don't really know it, but... I'm going to go shower, I declare, climbing to my feet and heading upstairs. I lock myself in the bathroom and turn the water on, not ready to get in yet. My eye hurt, and I figured it'd be black come tomorrow. I hated him. I hated Jacob and everything about him. I wanted to cry, but I didn't want to be weak. I stared at my reflection, wishing things were different, wishing I was stronger to fight against him. I wish I had left him when my mom first said she didn't like him. I wanted to cry, and a tear slipped out as I sat on the bathroom floor. Suddenly, Jacob pounded on the door. Rochelle, how long are you going to be? I'm going to shave. I lied. I shaved the other day, but he didn't know that, thankfully. Shave what? My legs and stuff? I call back. Oh, kitty rat. Aw, what is he doing? I can't tell if our cat out there is hunting birds or if he's being a goof. What a sweetie pie. I call back, finally undressing and getting out of the water. I wish things were different. I've been thinking that a lot lately. I knew nothing could change unless it was by me, but a girl can dream, can't she? When I got out, I brushed my teeth and finally opened the door to see Jacob waiting outside. Took you long enough. He brushed past me, slamming the door behind him. I sat and went to the bedroom, climbing into bed and falling asleep. I didn't want to be here, but I had nowhere else to go. I couldn't wait to see Kendall tomorrow. At least I had something good coming up. I thought about sending her a text, but I figured it wouldn't be safe. Jacob would see her respond, yell at me for talking to her again. He would see her respond, and. There is an and there, I just skipped it. I missed the way things were back when I was in high school, back when the three of us were friends, and Jacob wasn't always like this. He was always kind of abusive, but he hadn't always been controlling and abusive. What? That needs reworded. Like, he was always sort of abusive, but those were when he was actually having his days. Today wasn't the first time he had hit me, and I knew it wouldn't be the last, but he wasn't always like that. In fact, he was usually one of the most sweetest and caring men I've ever met. He was also very charming, and a lot of girls would die to be with him. With his behavior recently, though, it made me wonder if I should break up with him. I knew I had to, but he wasn't always like this, which gave me my doubts. I was torn, and I couldn't ask anyone for advice because they all had the same opinion. I was by myself. Actually, I've never been in a crazy abusive relationship. Like, I've had... One of my ex would demand, like, really weird things from me and stuff, and, like, get mad and upset. Like, he tried to manipulate and gaslight me when I didn't do as he told me to. But, if you are in, like, a serious relationship like that, where, like, you're actually being abused and stuff, and you're like, guys, I don't know if I should leave him or not, and everyone's always like, yeah, you should, that would get really tough, because it's like, you have to make the decision for yourself, and everybody else is already telling you to leave him. But then if you're actually living it and you still love them, it's like, but I love them, should I really? So I feel kind of bad for her being in that kind of position where you have no one else to talk to really, because they all think the same thing. Is tough, and you just gotta kind of go ahead and go with what makes you feel best and what's best for you. But that's it for Rochelle's point of view this week. Next week we're gonna be back to Nyx. I hope to see you guys. She hopes to see you guys. She'll probably be in the video too, because she has to be up my butt 24/7. Really cute baby. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.